So at Armstrong's, we do design and build. So we don't do design individually. We do design and build as a process. Using a designer and using design and build, they're both really good options. But the option you go with really depends on what you're looking for. So if you use a designer, for example, it might be that you've got less of a fixed timeline in which to do your garden. And it might be that designer has something specifically in their skill set or in their style that you really like, and you're buying into that, maybe a particular kind of skill set and style. But with a designer, yeah, it will go out to a tendering process. You'll get contractors who will come in and cost it. You maybe have slightly less flexibility in how you sort of adjust those costings, and maybe the timeline of when you're starting your project might not be agreed until that's all wrapped up. There's different parties involved that essentially means there might be a chance of delays, miscommunications, and that sort of thing. So with design and build, what we do is we do it as one fluid process. You book in under the assumption of a known budget range that will go through of you to make that understandable, to know what you're getting within a range. You'll get a date immediately agreed in the diary, so you'll know exactly when you're starting, and then we'll essentially work through your ideas in a very efficient way. The design time is costed, but rather than a lot of designers, what we'll do is we'll work through it in a way that is just totally fit for purpose. We don't go any further in the design time than is necessary, and we're checking in with you regularly, so it's an iterative process. So it might be that we do a 3D model that explores the form of the design, and maybe that's all that is necessary to allow you to understand the form. But we can go as far as people like with visuals, but sometimes it's really not necessary. And it's just about finding that specific balance tailored to the customer's needs. So quite often you might find that the design time and the charge for that is actually half of what you might get with an independent designer. But very importantly, once that is done, you're not paying for all of that sort of project management time and tendering process, because we'll be, as part of that process, we'll be using that design time to inform different costings. So you'll understand exactly where the costings are within your project. And that's important, because then essentially it's the customer that makes the decision. So you're using us as a tool in which to explore costed options and design forms, plans, planting in a way that is just totally fit for purpose and specific to your needs. So I would say that the design and build process is a bit more sort of innovative in the sense that yeah, we can have a bit more sense of play in the process, but as well as that, it's actually quicker, and you're working to a timeline in the sense that you've got a start date that is guaranteed. But better than that, we don't work to the start date of the project, we work to the start date of your pre-start meeting, where myself, Owen, our operations manager, and the head installer will come to site, and that's where we'll sort of dot the I's, cross the T's, and yeah, it's a very fluid process from start to finish, in a sense. Start from that initial kind of survey analysis, concept development, detailed plans, to the pre-start meeting, and then finally the build, and then the aftercare package, which can include a maintenance package as well. So it's just a very convenient process, really.